And then here we go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then across this way. And then I don't know why. Wait, why that one? Hold on, where does that go? Where? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And across and down. It's meant to join up with this, but I don't see how that even joins up. Did I miscount? 1, 2. Oh, I did. Oh, I did miscount. This is not meant to be there. It's meant to be there. And that's meant to be there. Okay, that makes more sense. Q says, you can choose if eligible before your first international match. Friendlies don't count, but enough of that, go England. Indeed, England's still in. One. Wesley says I agree, go England. What's England's next? Is England playing Belgium next? 1, 2, is it a... That's a 1, right? I'm trying to decipher my own screenshots from earlier still. France, Belgium first. Or you should root for France, Wesley. Croatia, England, France, Belgium, right? So 2 there. And then let me check this. Max, max, and then nothing. So max, max, and nothing. Wait, that's not right. Hold on, what's going on here? What am I doing? No, max, max, and nothing. And then redstone on all the rest of this. Q says Croatia should be the easiest opponent of the remaining. Well, I mean, they've been upsets already though, right, Q? It's not like the World Cup has been smooth sailing so far. And Belgium beat Brazil. Maybe Belgium's the big challenge. So 5-5. Great, 5-5. And then 4-4. Oh, I missed that thing, hold on. I missed... That's there. Belgium is number 2 in the world, yeah. Hey, they beat England. Maybe Belgium's gonna win all the way, Wesley. 4-4. And whichever one this is. That's 2-5. Alright, let me just put these signs in. We don't actually need torches. I forgot we didn't need torches. Signs. Alright, let me switch back over to the map. Q says flags everywhere for weeks. Yes! Like, flags and drunken singing and people like yelling in the streets. One Nord. 1, 2, Oasis. 1, oops. 1, 3, Frozen. 1, 4, Glue. You wish you lived in Holland now. Well, maybe you can like take a brief holiday. 1, 5, Aurora. 2, 1, Necropolis. But I find the psychology of team sports to be fascinating because, as we said earlier, basically people are happy about other people doing work, right? Oh, you go to Holland on the 23rd to the 30th. Maybe it's not soon enough. Like, team sports is basically people being happy about other people doing work. It's like winning vicariously. It's not like you're winning, but you get happy because someone else wins. And of course, this kind of psychology presumably came out of like wars and like violent conflict between societies, which is terrible if you think about it. So it's better now that it's tied to things like soccer and not war. 3, 2, ambition, but the idea that you get excited because your team wins. Q says I'm happy I chose the winning team. You didn't put any money on this, did you, Q? Deep wood. It's only being smart. Maybe if people are gambling, then there's like actual things to be happy about. 4, 1, spawn. 4, 2, solace. No betting, says Q. But like, okay, I mean, and then like you are also collectively sad, or like fans. Fans are also collectively sad when their team loses. It's like humans have such a strong instinct for team competition. Stronghold. Q says the ads on British TV for these games are almost solid gambling ads. Well, you gotta make money when you can. Quite odd for you, we don't get that over here. Are there laws against gambling where you are? I think in New Zealand you can't advertise gambling. I've never seen gambling ads in New Zealand. I think in some countries, because gambling is potentially terrible for people who get addicted to gambling, that some places ban gambling ads. The same way they ban like tobacco ads or alcohol ads sometimes. Wesley says we get loads of gambling ads. Q says laws against gambling ads. Yes, I believe. Maybe the EU doesn't ban gambling ads. For both sports casinos and online things. Wow, even online things. I guess there's no laws against gambling or gambling advertisements in the EU. 3-1 overload. Let me just double check this. 3-1, yeah, that's great. 2-4. Alright, 2-4's great. And then we just put it back to 1-1. Alright, so that's one of these encoders completed. Only says 18 and up as restrictions. Yeah, but then everybody sees the ad, right, Wesley? It's still kind of dubious, right? Because like children get to see the ads, but they don't get to participate until they're adults. Three, 5, Confluence. Q says, oh, that's a good point. We do get ads for gambling, but it's for Lotto only, and no national gambling companies like Ladbrokes in UK. I'm just trying to remember if we get gambling ads or not. Maybe we do. Lotto? I guess there are Lotto ads here too. It's probably just restricted, not completely banned. 5-1 Overlook. Oh, this station's gonna be backwards, isn't it? Which, speaking of the EU, the latest news out of the UK about Brexit, I think, was Theresa May talking about a deal that is friendly to businesses, which most people are interpreting as a soft Brexit. That's not really a Brexit, but more just Brexit in name, but keeping it sounds dubious, but basically keeping all the business-friendly arrangements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, if you happen to be a multinational corporation in Europe, then you're fine. Q says damn well be friendly to businesses. Damn well better be friendly to business. Well, I mean, it often ends up being friendly to businesses, isn't it? Only Trump does the opposite. Pretty much everyone else on the planet is friendly to businesses. Or like every other politician. I wonder if they have the Brexit vote again, what would they do? They probably wouldn't vote to leave. Trump is only friendly to people he shouldn't be friendly against. Yeah, Wesley, I mean, he's kind of backwards about a lot of things. I mean, he's probably gonna lose the trade war. He's probably gonna bankrupt the country. Q, it would vote to stay almost certainly, says Q. Yeah, I think so too. I think if they voted for the Brexit again, they would vote to stay. I mean, it's kind of exposing a problem with democracy, isn't it? Like, you vote to leave, and then you regret voting to leave. The Cody says, how far along is this train now? Maybe like 20%, Cody? Q says, I was convinced very early on that there's a secret plan to screw things up enough that they're forced to do another vote. Well, maybe they wanted to. I wouldn't be surprised if some people at least wanted to. Two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Was it 8? The thing is, hold on. Let me make sure I get this right. The Prime Minister was a stay, yeah, but then he wasn't the Prime Minister afterwards. That. The problem is that the benefits of being in the EU aren't exactly evenly distributed. Like, some people really didn't benefit from joining the EU. Oh, May wanted to stay? Did she? Wait, I thought Theresa May was oh well, either way. She's meant to be working hard to leave. Yeah, but I'm not sure she has really a position of her own, as much as she has people telling her what they want. Because obviously all the businesses would have told her, hey, can you make the Brexit a little bit business friendly? Which is what she's doing. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I mean, the problem was that enough people felt like they didn't get enough out of the EU that they voted to leave. One, two, 3, 4. Two, 3, 4, and 5. 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm just like, who do we blame? Is what I'm trying to think about. Is like the fact that the British people weren't impressed so much by the EU. I mean, Wesley, if we can convince you to make a political statement, like, is the EU good for you or bad for you, personally? Q says they just found out the Lee faction broke laws in the lead up to the vote regarding spending limits, etc. That should be enough to redo, in your opinion, says Q. One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I mean, Q again, like, it's just exposing more problems with the with democracy, or the way it's handled, at least. Is it that far? And break that. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Wesley says, I don't really notice how it affects you personally. Wait, are you old enough to remember a time before the EU? Get to travel easy, yeah. But you know, like, even look, let's take a simple thing like traveling easy. Even that, it only benefits people who have enough money to go traveling, for example. And all the same currency is nice. Is it convenience, mostly? And that's the other thing too, the UK doesn't have the same currency, Wesley, right? So that's one part that they don't have. Although, you know, it's not entirely clear whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. One, two, three, four,